John, 3 big points here at Fratton Park today. What's your take on that?
3 big points. I think overall deserved. There were some good passages of play. I thought first half up until we scored the goal, we looked like a decent side. And I think just the situation that we're in and the fact that we've come off the back of a couple of disappointing results meant that we were a little bit nervous towards the back end of the first half and started off the second half in a very, very similar vein. And it felt a bit like backs to the wall for the 48 minutes in the second half. But we didn't really concede too many big chances. I thought we defended really well without controlling the game brilliantly. But to be honest, the day was all about taking the 3 points, and we managed to do that, so I'm absolutely delighted.
Yeah, 3 points, the most important thing, as you say, but to get a reaction from the last couple of defeats must be really pleasing for you.
Yeah, it's been a strange couple of weeks because we were really upset with the result at Preston, but the performance had actually been pretty good, but we just hadn't got the detail right in a few areas. And I thought today, particularly in the second half, whenever we made a mistake, we didn't compound those mistakes, which was pleasing from my perspective. We're always going to give the ball away, make mistakes, slightly get caught, but I thought it was a much more professional performance, and yeah, really deserved the clean sheet from the back four that we've put together in recent weeks. So yeah, really pleased that we managed that, and obviously to get the goal that was a really good goal at the other end has done enough for us to win the game.
Yeah, how pleased are you with that clean sheet? And we can talk about individuals as well, because Conor Ogilvie, for example, around about 34 games at left back, filling in at centre half for the last two, and he's been magnificent.
Yeah, the issue we've probably had this year, or the issue we have had this year, has been keeping clean sheets or conceding too many goals. There have been too many times we've conceded too many goals. We have had various issues at the back, which we all know about, and we're trying our best to remedy that. And players have had to fill in, and we've had a few different centre half combinations. And anyone who stepped into the breach has done brilliantly well, I think, even if for a short period. And Conor is the latest one to come in and play as well as he did. So really happy that. I thought Conor actually played really well last week as well, and was unlucky to concede a couple of goals. So, man of the match today, thoroughly deserved. He's been excellent at left back all season, and it is a position we always thought he'd be able to fill in. But we haven't had a left back all year until we signed Cohen because of Jacob's injury. So, a nice option to have.
Josh Murphy popping up with yet another big goal with a move that you must be really pleased to see.
Yeah, we went slightly more direct after stringing a couple of passes together and picked up the second ball, and then it was a bit of quality, I think, from Colby off the back of that. So you're very happy when we go a little bit more direct from being expansive. We have to make sure we land on the second balls, which we did, and the ball ended up in the back of the net, and that is a finish that Murph has been working on, and he's put it in the back of the net from a great position. So yeah, that was the difference in the game. Ultimately the difference in the game. So huge goal, and Murphy is going from strength to strength.
Overall, probably not a vintage display, perhaps not one for the neutral out there, but as you said on Wednesday, at this stage of the season, it's just so important and crucial to pick up those valuable 3 points.
Yeah, definitely not the prettiest game. To be honest, I thought the conditions probably didn't help. It was really windy, and then the wind dries the pitch out, and I think that just doesn't help in general. So I thought it was one of those days where, particularly when we came out in the second half and we weren't really at it, and we made the changes, and I thought Terry was excellent when coming on again today off the back of his international debut, and we still couldn't quite get control of the game. We didn't really have the impetus, so it became for the last sort of 20 minutes just about making sure we saw it out and making sure that we didn't concede, making sure we didn't concede any chances. And in fairness to the lads, I thought they did that very well.
Yeah, what do you make of the impact of your subs overall? Because it's a tough job to come in and sort of run themselves into the ground, particularly Terry Devlin, who did exactly that.
Yeah, so we're asking Terry first of all to play as a 10, and I know he can play in a multitude of different positions, but I think he's picked that up really well because he hasn't actually been playing in the middle of the park all season apart from against Leeds. So he gives us that energy, he lands on second balls. He was very close to getting in a couple of times as well. We asked the same of Jordan Williams. We wanted to get a bit more energy higher up the pitch, so asking the same of Jordan, who's coming back off a long layoff, to go and play out of position as well, but just to give us that defensive solidity. So I'm really pleased with the impact of those two, and then Marlon just coming on to give us a bit of calmness and a bit of physicality at the back end of the game.
Just finally, we'll finish on a positive. How much confidence and belief can the squad take from this?
Yeah, it's an interesting one. When we did the post match against Preston, I wanted the lads to come away from that with a huge amount of confidence, because we can compete with sides away from home who are well established championship sides, good championship sides, and so I wanted us to do that regardless of the result. But I just wanted to tighten up in certain areas that we needed to tighten up in. And again today against a promotion chasing or a playoff chasing side who beat us 3-0 at their place, and we've come up with a win, and a win that I thought the game wasn't great, but I thought we probably deserved to win the game. So we should take a huge amount of confidence from that. I know we're a confident side playing at home, and anyone here today can tell why. But we've got to make sure that we keep going with that, and we keep believing that we belong at the level.